Hi, everybody. Hi. How are you doing? Sorry I'm a little late. I apologize. I'm like 45 minutes late with this. I had some auto inconveniences that I had to tend to. Hi. Hi. How's everybody doing? You're ready for what? I don't know what you're talking about. Ready for what? I don't understand. Everybody say they're ready for what? Hi. Thank you, Shay. I'm gonna get right into it. I hate it when people just stand there and look at the live. You know, I've talked about this before. Hi, Helen. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Okay. So, as I stated earlier, and I've posted my issue with Kaya. For those of you who don't know Kaya, it's probably because she hasn't done anything meaningful in the last, I'll say 2 years with the Queen's Court with T.S. Madison. But if you didn't watch that, then you probably don't know who she is. So I feel my issue is, okay, so I posted this earlier in the week, and she used some of my content, okay, for her podcast basement thing. And that's cool. Hey, but you didn't cite me. You didn't say where you got it from. And you read it off your phone and you quoted me verbatim. So I'm like, okay. I had a little issue with that, but I said, hey, comes with the territory, right? It comes with the territory. So that's what, that's the name of the game pretty much in these internet streets. And so I'm like, cool, whatever. I posted it on my thing. I'm like, hey, look, everybody, somebody's a teabag. Kaya's a teabag. She's watching me. Y'all remember that if y'all follow me on here every day. So that was maybe earlier this week, last week, blah. So I'm like, okay, she knows I exist because she loves to say, don't nobody know who somebody is, or nobody's checking for somebody, or blah, blah, blah. Well, okay, so cool. I just said, hey, we gonna let it slide. Bygones be bygones, because that's what happens with this. So then I get an email from YouTube saying that Kaya Finch flagged one of my videos for, I guess, copyright infringement or whatever, because I used a video of her replying to Trina and Bobby Lights. Okay, as we all know, that was in the news. That was a hot topic at the time. It's like everybody wanted to know, what was Kaya going to say about Trina calling the protesters in Miami animals? We know she's going to say something because she lives for Trina. So we were waiting on that. So I posted her video that she replied to Trina, like everybody else did on YouTube. Like everybody else has always done. So, the people sharing your videos is the only reason that the tens of people that know about you. Because nobody's at the party or the club saying, put on that Kaya. We don't know you for your music. You got that one song from 20 years ago. Cool. It's still in rotation here and there. You hear it. White people love to spoof it. It's like a running gag for white people to spoof it and cover it. Like, cool. Um, but outside of that, we don't know you, sis. Your music not popping like that, but you say it is. But that's way besides the point. Like, that's way besides the point. I know people sensitive about their craft. I'm sure in her head she don't want all the Grammys and all the AMAs, all the BET Awards. I'm sure she been the best new artist every year since 2001. So I'm going to let her have her flowers that she's given herself. But my thing is, you can't say that, somebody is using your stuff and then you use their stuff. Because I posted that video on my YouTube before she used my content on her page. So my stuff, what I did is old. She, like, the following days prior, after that, after the whole Trina thing was over, then, she used my material. So I don't have an issue with that as long as you cite me. Like, that's the name of the game. Just shout me out and we good. Like, I don't care, use it. That's good for me. That's good for me up and coming. Everybody wins. You get a gag from your people and I get a little promo. That's what's up. But you didn't do that because that would be too much like right. Because you're not a team player. You want to do, pro-black this and pro-black that. You want to say, you want to act like you out here for the people and wear, kente cloth on your head and all that. But what have you done for the culture? Ask yourself that. What contributions has Kaya brought to the black community? With the large platform that she's been given over the past 2 decades, what has she done for you and your neck and your back? I'll wait. Now, my thing, you're a hypocrite. You out here doing the same thing and then you want to get emotional. How you so damn rude, but you that emotional? You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be grateful for people like me sharing your stuff and talking about your stuff and getting likes and views, because that's giving you traction. That's making people check for you, because nobody's paying to go to your website and watch that. Nobody's going to pay for that because we just going to get the clips off of Twitter and Instagram. So you might as well come on over to YouTube or Facebook or Instagram full time and leave the website thing alone, because I'm sure you only got about, on the high generous end, you got about 200 to 500 people paying to see that, and that's real generous, boo. That's real generous. Okay, I'm looking to help you out. The real gag is you, Miss Established 20 years in the game, have half the followers that I have, and I've only been doing this for 3 years out my bedroom. And you've had a whole platform, you've had the whole world stage laid at your feet a few times over, and you have continuously dropped the ball because your ass doesn't know how to work with people. And this is the real gag. This isn't me being shady. These are facts that are set in stone. This is history, people. And yes, you have a third of the following that I have, and you are way more ridiculous than me, and you do way more than I do, and you have a corner piece of the following. And then you want to get mad at people sharing your stuff. It's helping you, sis. And she said the reason for her doing it is because people are getting views from it off of YouTube, and she's not getting money for it, so she's flagging people. You aren't gonna get money off of it either, because don't nobody even know you got a YouTube. Like, what do you mean? It's free press and promotion for you. You're shooting yourself in the foot, sis. These are business relationships and connections that you could be making with people, but instead you wanna continuously make enemies because you're that bitter and that unhappy with whatever the fuck has happened to you in your life. Instead of getting online and roasting people, you should be seeking a therapist, because you have deep-rooted problems that supersede any issues that you've ever had with anybody in the industry. And this isn't even me being shady. I'm not coming for your appearance. I'm not coming for your body. I'm not coming for your hair. I'm not coming for your house. This is talking to you from a business standpoint. Now, I ain't been in this game too long, and I don't halfway know what the hell I'm doing. But I know I'm doing a better job than you. Quiet as it's kept, loud as it is. It's a way to do what you do without being so offensive and hurtful to people. Like, and the gays that follow her. Let me talk to y'all for a second. What the fuck is on y'all mind that y'all stan her? And she is very openly homophobic and transphobic. Very openly, don't hide it, don't apologize about it, don't try to cover it up. And y'all just keep on keeping on, coming to her, talking with her, agreeing with her and her standpoints and her viewpoints. Like, this is, gay people rooting for Kaya is like Jewish people standing Hitler. Like, she's not your friend, sis. Like, you, like, gay people, what's on y'all mind? Who didn't love y'all that needed to love y'all? That y'all looking for approval from someone that hates you? Hold on. Let me light this CBD. Quiet as it's kept. Let's talk about this homophobia and the root. This odd obsession you have with Trina. Now, I understand that you're claiming that you wrote The Baddest Bitch for Trina and you didn't get credit for it. And something about a song called Jump on the Dick. Okay, granted. She wrote a song, didn't shout you out. The Baddest Bitch literally was 20 years ago. And you still mad off of something that is no longer generating any revenue for anybody. And you still mad about that. And then, I guess Trina released a diss track about you back in like 2009, 2010, because you wouldn't stop talking shit about her. For 10 years at that point, you had been talking shit about that lady. So she made a little weak ass diss track, said, called you a nappy rooted mud, said your titties look like they was sleep, whatever. You know what she said. I'm sure you play it every day. Like, what is the real obsession with Trina? Are you attracted to Trina? Is the real gag that you're DL, a discreet lesbian? Why is another woman this obsessed over another woman 20 years later, after this woman hasn't been a place that you've been at the same time, had a friend that you've had, been in a location that you've been in, literally don't speak your name, and you are pressed and obsessed 20 years strong, and as you proclaim for the rest of your life? Now, what's that? Because I know if I was sitting up here obsessing over some man and some little trivial thing he did to me back in 1998, and I was still talking about it in 2020, If I wasn't already out, motherfuckers would be saying I was gay. Let's be real. And I think the real tea is that you have some lesbian urges. You have problems with women that are deemed attractive by society, and you wonder why people don't view you as that. So it's a blend of insecurity and repressed homosexuality. I've been doing this for a long time, babe. I know when I see my people, male and female. But she'll never come out the closet. Yes, DL stands for discreet lesbian. And the teabags say that you have a desire to dive deep into the lady pond if you haven't already. You've been talking about that lady pussy for the last 20 years. You must want to see it. You must want to taste it. What would I look like? Let's say, let's turn the universe upside down and say, I'm a straight man. And I had a beef with a boy in high school. And I'm talking about him to this day. Oh, weak dick ass little boy. Oh, little dick ass little boy. I bet it's little, ain't it? I bet it stank. But I'm saying this for 20 years. Motherfuckers will be like, you must want to see it. You must want to suck it. You must want to touch it. So, what's the difference with you? It's because you a woman? Women can't be DL? Women can't have secret desires for me, for other women? I think the fuck not. That's not how it works. It goes both ways, like you. That's the real verdict. The people find you secretly homosexual in the first degree. That's what's going on. Now, also, how can... the hypocrisy and the sensitivity just gets to me, because you can't talk shit the way that she talks. You can't talk the shit that I talk and then turn around and be super sensitive and defensive and lashing out and wanting to do harm, to people and try to stop bags or potential bags or whatever. Because somebody give you a little pitch of what you give everybody on a daily and have been giving since you've been in the industry, which is why you don't have any connections in the music industry. Don't nobody want to work with you because of that mouth. That mouth has shut all your doors. All your doors shut because of that mouth. And people don't want to deal with it. People don't want to go through a falling out with somebody. People don't want to establish a relationship and then fall out. What's the point? You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand how that'll be like me, saying something in the comments, making a comment about somebody, just any old body. Just pick somebody. Like I said, oh, Mary J. Blige, can't sing. I'm just pulling a rabbit out the hat, giving an example. I'm not saying that. And then somebody dropped down in the comments like, oh, big forehead ass. And then that's like me flagging their content, trying to send them to Facebook jail, trying to get them blocked, trying to, just going off. You get out here in the world every week. and you viciously tear down people with that piranha mouth. So it would make sense that that mouth would be dangerous, because I mean, look at it. So of course it's gonna be crazy. I mean, look at her mouth. So of course it's dangerous. It's sharp, but ain't nobody scared of it. It's just, she say anything. And that's her only thing. She just say whatever the fuck she thinks she want to say, and she get away with it because I guess people are scared to have a back and forth with her or something, because they know, she has nothing but time on her hands, so she can't interfere. She can entertain a beef forever because she has nothing going on. She goes to the grocery store and then she hops in front of that camera. That's her life. Look, whenever you see her out, that bitch at the grocery store. She's not making a club appearance. She's not a special guest host. She's not, on somebody else's, podcast. No, she's at the grocery store swiping that EBT card, and she's hopping in front of that camera in that dungeon. Oh, it went out. But yeah, I mean, you just like every business relationship, like, you've ruined it. And like, purposely. Like, I mean, just look, I think the reason that she got that body done is because I think it was supposed to be some sort of cross promotion thing with her and Dr. Curves, because she was really, really plugging Dr. Curves on her Instagram or whatever at the time. And I think it was supposed to be some kind of cross promotion between her and him. But I know that she didn't uphold her part of the bargain, because the body that they gave her is still a modest 6.5. I'll be damned if I go through the pain of restructuring my body and all that bleeding out you got to do, and all that tenderness and soreness and recovering and can't sit down for 2 to 6 weeks. I'll be damned if I go through all that pain and I still come out looking like I'm a sophomore in high school. They rounded the bottom off a little bit, but that shit is super modest. Like, it don't even poke out no more. Like, it wore off. Because the pictures that I saw of her recently, it was just a regular ass. I guess Nikki was right. Them ass shots do wear off. Because her, like, how you get your ass done and now it's gone? You know what? She didn't hold up her end of the bargain with Dr. Curves and the promotion, and she was supposed to bring business into him, and didn't nobody go to him to get a fucking Kaya body, because that was a regular body. So they repossessed her ass. Somebody said, get that man his ass back. And she had to go down to Dr. Curves, lay down on that table, and give her ass back, because now it's just the lipo middle. But the ass is gone. Where your ass go, sis? You just got it. Like, that ass was only like a year old. And that's another thing. Like, I'll be damned if I'm 52 recuperating from some city girl surgery. Girl, that show you right there. Insecurity. You gonna sit up here and say, all light-skinned women with fat asses got HIV. And then what do? Go out and get yourself a fat ass. No, she said all light-skinned women with fat asses have AIDS. But then you went out, you're not light-skinned, but you went out and you got a fat ass. Huh? So what, you just got half of it. So I guess you just got HIV. You don't got full-blown AIDS. I mean, this is what you said. I would never say such a thing. That shit would never come out of my mouth. Like, lady, you are a lunatic. And your biggest enemy is you. All this beefing that you be doing with people And it's you at the center of it. You initiating it. You antagonizing it. The average American the average American ain't thinking about you. And don't even get me started on abroad. Like, there is no abroad audience. The average American ain't paying you nan attention. Okay? So, anytime somebody speaks your name, you need to be thankful that they're keeping you relevant and in circulation. Because nobody on their own is saying, ooh, let me go check and see what Kaya said. Nobody's doing that. But if she pop up on your timeline saying some wild shit, you'll be like, oh, ha ha ha, that's funny, his share. But if it weren't for that, her one fan in the world that thought about her and his sin on a video, and that shit spread probably with paid promotion from your Finsta, wink, nobody would know you. The bloggers help you, sis. You should be grateful. And then but you always did, like, you know, have an issue with attacking the people that are helping you. I mean, hell, Trick Daddy and Trina, that would have been a good business relationship. Look, they still around. Despite of their appearance or, you know, public rhetoric, they're still around. You fucked up a business relationship with Jermaine Dupri and Janet Jackson. You was mad because of that video with Janet Jackson. She didn't put you in the video with her, like side by side. They put your little rabbit mouth ass on a TV screen in the video. And they said, we don't want you on the set. We don't want you here. You could set up a green screen at your house and call whoever does that to your face and head, and whoever puts that stuff on your back. And you can call them to style you. And this is all on you, sis. You just send us the footage and we'll edit it. Janet says you trigger her anxiety. And then you messed up that business relationship with Jermaine Dupri because he produced the song that you and Janet was on, and you gonna come out here and publicly say, oh, it flopped, it's Janet's fault it flopped, it couldn't be my fault, they didn't promote it right. And then they just like, both of them was like, damn, you talking a lot of shit for a newbie, and you talking a lot of shit in general, because Janet could have got Janet was popping and still, she could have got any female rapper she wanted, and they would have jumped on it. But she chose you. Trying to give your little musky ass a chance. So you ruined that. You ruined the business relationship with T.S. Madison and Nicki Minaj. That was a big door. Huge. That show with you and T.S. Madison was about to take off. You all were finna be it. Just the thing to be. What every talk show was aspiring to be. You had the world laughing. And you dropped the ball because you didn't want to go down to the basement and put on a damn robe for a couple weeks. They don't even wear them robes over there no more. That shit was temporary. You gonna pass up a whole bag just because you didn't want to go a level down in a house and put on a damn robe for a prop for a couple weeks. That shit could have changed your life. You could have got some new paneling on your wall and a new van. But yeah, I mean, I really didn't have a desire to do a back and forth for a video like this, but I had to call out what needed to be called out. You hear me? There's no way that you could be this sensitive and then turn around and try to call out the thing that you're doing. I ain't never. That's like a thief going to the police saying, "Hey, I proposed a new program to stop thieves in the community, and I want to spearhead the campaign. I, the head thief of all, want to promote a new campaign, vanquishing thieves from the village." But nah, like, the fact that people are even still here for you at all when you do anything, despite all the vile things that have come out of your mouth, should show you that black people go really hard for the people that they feel that supports them and goes hard for them. You know, I don't know. I mean, the goal of this, I know I've said some cutthroat things in here, but I mean, it's from love, you know, because if I didn't care, then I wouldn't say nothing. If I didn't see the potential, I wouldn't say nothing. I'd let you self-destruct like you've been doing. But no one has come out and said that they give a damn about you or that they care. And this is coming for me because I give a damn about you. You have talent. You're hilarious. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. You offending too many people. You too hurtful. You come off too bitter. Like, you come off like real antagonistic. Real antagonistic. And it's one thing to roast celebrities. Like, I'll roast your outfit. I'll roast your wig. If you have some bad makeup. Things you can help. I'll go in and go off. But she'll talk about your child. She'll talk about you if you're in a wheelchair, if you're an amputee, if you just had a miscarriage, you just got an abortion, you need therapy. She's going to talk about it and make fun of it and poke fun at it. Things that you would never catch me doing. And sometimes I say some off-the-wall things here and there. And you guys let me know, and I make a mental note of it to be sensitive about it in the future, knowing that it makes people, like, when I saw you all's reaction to my Sierra post with her being swollen, like, even though, like, I was talking my shit, I was talking a lot of shit, but at the same time, that didn't dismiss what you all were telling me, like, hey, don't make fun of pregnant women. That's not cool. We don't like that. And enough people said that for me to be like, hey, a large part of my fan base say that they don't like it when I make fun of pregnant women. So guess what? I'm not going to do it anymore. She'll know that people have an issue with her and the things that she said and the groups that she's offended. And then she'll triple down. And then she'll just go hard on it forever. Like, I don't know. Every time I see her and her platform, I just see like a fall from grace. A Tyler Perry production. That's what her career in the game has given me. One of them real sad, more serious Tyler Perry movies, like Temptation, or For Color Girls, one of them real serious, depressing Like, real hard down on my luck ass Tyler Perry movies. Or the one where Thandie Newton was living out her car with her son. That's the tea her life has given me so far. And with no happy ending in sight. Because you're your worst enemy. Now imagine if me and you came together and was roasting. Minus your homophobia and your transphobia. And making fun of people with things that they can't help. Now imagine that. Side by side, me and her. Just saying whatever within reason. Like that would be a game changer. And everybody would win. But you want beef. You want smoke. Because it gets you traction and attention for the moment. But it's like, sis, you in your 50s, how many more moments you think you're going to get before people be like, oh, I ain't listen to that old B no more. That old B word. That old female dog. That old Lassie. Ain't nobody listening to that old Lassie no more. Don't nobody care what you got to say. Say whatever you want. You know that day is coming. Because, sis, I hope you don't plan on being in your 60s in that same basement doing what you're doing. Because this decade, you'll be in your 60s. So, do you see yourself doing this in your 60s? You don't want to do anything else to develop this, to maybe make this a commercial thing for you? You don't want to use throw your clout, your billboard thing around. You don't want to try to do no comedy, no stand-up. Boom. Look. Career advice. Extraordinaire. See, don't nobody give a fuck about you. Ain't nobody ever gave you words of advice before. Everybody always tear you down and walk away. I'll actually give a damn. I'm trying to give you some advice. I think you should do comedy. Like stand-up comedy. Try to be in movies comedy. Like, I think you could transition into acting. You're passing up your gift. Your sour attitude and the history thereof has caused the mass majority of people in the entertainment industry to not want to do anything with you. Those little people that be calling in on your show, those are probably friends and family friends and friends of friends. You know what I mean? Because the people sound the same every time. Things you hate to see. Yes. But, I don't know, y'all. I don't know what's going on. She could be the new Freddy Krueger. Yes, she already dressed like him. Don't her wardrobe give you Freddy Krueger? She gives me a Krueger tea. She gives me a see you in your dreams tea. She look like she'll be in your nightmares. Crawling around on all fours. Would it depend on? Talking about pay your pussy bill. Pay your Bell South bill. Shit. The people that just be letting her roast them. Like, y'all didn't even want to try? Y'all are allowing this? From her? Lord, I tell you, that's a bully. That's a bully. That's what that is. That's a bully. That's a bully. She is a bully. Yeah, she crawling around ring style in your nightmare, crawling up on the wall and shit sideways, head doing a full 360. And she on the ceiling over your bed, and then her tongue stretch all the way down and tickle your ear a little bit, and then you wake up because you smacked yourself in the ear. That's a Kaya nightmare. That's what I see. But yeah, I mean, that's really all I got. Ooh. Yeah, that's really all I got. I mean, I just wanted to address the hypocrisy of it all, you know? But yeah, that's really all I got, y'all. Hopefully she takes some nuggets from the things that I've said, and she doesn't view it all as hateful or shady, but that she really like takes it in and is like, hey, maybe I could try to do a little stand-up audition. And then you could just do, your stand-ups could be based on people in entertainment because you're a person in entertainment. And that could be your thing. Like how gay comedians make gay jokes. You know what I'm saying? Black comedians make black jokes. You're in the world of entertainment, so your stand-up could be entertainment-based. But you ain't listening. You just gonna take the drama and the shade part out of it and run with that. Hey, that's fine with me. That's good for the biz over here. So, I mean, it's whatever. Hopefully this doesn't turn into too much of anything with me being so unknown. But yeah, that's all I got, you guys. I'm probably gonna go somewhere and sober up this CBD. Really smack me at the end there. Grab me by the neck fat and slam me down to the floor. So I'm gonna go, and then I'll probably come back and we could talk about some other stuff. So give me like 30 minutes to regenerate, and then we could talk about other things that hold more importance than what we were talking about just now. Okay.